Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm of course your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I am finally going to be talking about the 50 TP prototype Hussar camo. It took Wargaming an eternity to bring this camo into the game. And I've known for a little bit of time since the updates come out that they added this camouflage. I just keep forgetting and postponing to make the video, but today is the day I finally talk about it. Now, the 50 TP itself is an absolutely amazing tank. It's fast, it's got alpha, it's got some DPM, it's really got everything you'd want. Gun depression, armor, it's an amazing tank. And now that it finally has a legendary camouflage, it gives me a little bit more of incentive to drive it, although it's just not a super exciting tank. That's the only problem I have with it. Now, I'm not sure if Wargaming's planning on selling this vehicle in the future. It hasn't been sold for a very long time, to what I'm aware, but it's definitely a tank that's worth keeping an eye out for. If it came out for 15 bucks, definitely worth the price tag. The Object 752 is a pretty fun vehicle. It's currently for sale, and I personally just don't think it's that fun, actually. It's kind of slow, its armor's not great, and even though it's like one of the best performing tanks statistically, I don't actually understand why. Like, it's good at a lot of things, but to me, it just doesn't seem like a vehicle that stands out to be amazing. I feel like the M5Yo was actually a better choice, especially now that the 3-shot gun, which already had great DPM, has even better DPM with shell reload boost. And the 50 TP as well, I mean, this tank just is amazing at everything. It's got gun depression, alpha, mobility, literally anything you would ever want it has. So I do want to be a bit careful against a vehicle like this Type 71, but we are going to poke him, and there you go. Nice tap for 445. Now, unfortunately, my E5 is a little hard of looking in front of him, but I'm going to back up. I don't want to be shot by that 60. Okay, E5, you got to make sure that there's room for both of us here, dude. Let's see. Can I get a shell out? Aiming, and, well, we'll just fire up. Premium shell. Unfortunate. Do we have any tanks over at A? No, we don't. That is really bad news, especially with our Waffle poking the way he is. He's probably just going to die. I'm going to be real. Our Waffle has no clue what he's doing, which is actually really, really bad news. Fire shell at the ST1, though. Nice tap. I'll take it. That's at least 360 damage. And let's keep on reloading. Now, the only medium they have is the Type. So the good news is that, like, at least the medium they have isn't that big of a threat, but still could be annoying. You'll notice we got a very nice bounce from the turret of this vehicle. Super hard to pen, and we buttered right through that 60 TP hatch. As I've said before, the turret on this thing is just absolutely amazing. Should not be messed with. So the enemy team is bleeding quite a bit, if I'm going to be real. There you go. Nice shot into the enemy. And now we're going to back up again. Type 61 did get a shell in, but I'm not too worried. Our E5, however, is getting buttered. I mean, we're doing better than our E5, basically, in this situation, which is kind of funny when you think about it, that a Tier 9 Heavy is holding just as well as a Tier 10 is. Now that was unfortunate. And oh boy, please don't shoot me. Shoot the E5 once and then I'll take the other shot for you. That's what I'll do. I mean, I don't think he's going to let me, but yes, let me take the other shot. Let me take it. Let me take it. No, I tried. So bad news. Bad news is that looks like that Type 71 is going to push off, and that's going to be a pain for everybody to deal with. The good news is that at least I'm going to get a nice shot into this guy, and I'm going to keep on driving around and around and around. And, I mean, that's pretty good, actually, because that Foss just died. I can turn my turret. I can start aiming at this Type 61. And, oh, no, that's an ST1. Turn, and, oh. Well, unfortunate for us that I wasn't able to do everything in this situation, but I think that our team can hopefully pick this. Never mind. I'm not sure if our team can pick this up. This Yo is really the important factor here, but instead of shooting at the important Type, he's ignoring him. So maybe he'll get... Oh, he misses. Oh, man. This is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. We're down to 2 tanks against an entire enemy team. Overall, not a bad job. I was able to deal 3,028 damage, but unfortunately, when your medium tanks don't decide to hold a base and they let tanks flank behind you, that is when you are going to lose your battles. And judging that our T92A1 really just didn't know what he was doing, that's quite unfortunate. We also had just a lot of tanks not really doing a great job. Our 4005 did okay, but yeah, that was a pretty unfortunate team. But that's what Blitz is. Every now and then you just get a team that lets you down a little bit inside, makes you feel kind of sad. I have turned down my anger at people on this game just because I've realized that it's just a game at this point. So I don't really care at this point if I lose, but it's still a little sad to watch your team fall apart. So the enemy team has a 60, they have a 71, and they have no mobility. They actually have no mediums, and we get an STB. So already we are flat winning medium side, which is really important. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to help out my STB just in case they do send a heavy or something towards D. I do have really good mobility, as you can see with my super duper gear oil, whatever. I'm able to easily get upwards of 50 kilometers per hour while going downhill, and even uphill. This tank's not slow. Like, the 50 TP is so fast, and that's what makes it one of the better heavies. Now, it looks like very easily we are going to dub on the medium side, as there's no mediums here. So all our heavies have to do is not die for a solid, I don't know, minute. That's literally all they have to do, is not die for 1 minute while I flank. So I'm going to use the good mobility this tank has. Here we go, 60 kilometers downhill. Go, 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 go. Now we use that momentum and climb up the hill. Nice. Okay, and now we can get behind their team and start getting out the big boy shots like this one. Never mind. I guess that my RNG is going to be absolutely atrocious. But the good news is that we're distracting them. And now that they're distracted, they're in a really bad situation. Because if this waffle tries to back up, he gets shot by me. And because I'm running tungsten, he loses 500. And if he goes forwards, he gets shot by our Foch. So this is why you want to have medium superiority. This game here is literally the exact opposite of what we just had happen last battle, where now our team is winning medium side. That's basically all that's happening here. So let's get a nice shot into that E3. Nice slap as well, 519, but this is what happens when you get onto the side of their team. So at this point in time, 60 TP, I mean, he might poke us and pen the shot, but it doesn't really matter that much to me. That was a bad shell for me, though. I will fully admit to that. I should not have fired that. But we out-reload the 60, so it's not like I really care too much. We should still be able to get the nice tap in. That E3 is looking at me, but not in a way that's really too threatening. We're getting a nice shot into the 60, and I'm just going to distract him. That way, hopefully, our STB can take care of him. And at this point, I still out-reload the 60, so this is just a very easy dub. And goodbye. There you go. Nice clear. And with that, pretty easy win. Like, sure, I kind of used my hit points in a foolish way, but doesn't matter. I mean, this is a pretty easy win as it is, and you're supposed to use your hit points in a heavy, so I'll take it. There you go. Nice, easy shot into the rear of that Type 71, and we did over 2,000 damage. So nothing crazy in this game by any means. We didn't, you know, break any world records of damage, but I will take 2,000, whatever we're going to deal. 2,500, nothing crazy. Either way, the 50 TP is an amazing tank. If you're able to use its mobility and its strengths, you will very easily win. And even when we didn't use the mobility and we pushed to mid, we held easily against vehicles like 60s, Type 71s. It's very easy to do your job in this vehicle, and it's just an amazing fighter overall. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. Bye-bye.